Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of new skincare products from VT Cosmetics. VT Cosmetics reached out in December and offered to send a whole new line of skincare products for me to try, which I was really excited about because they sent the Cycle line last year and I really liked that. That had like a cushion in it that just had a really dumb looking tiger on it and I just really liked that. So they sent a line called the Super Hyalon line. So everything is a really beautiful white and blue packaging. This one was sent to me because it is summer in New Zealand and I wanted to keep my skin moisturized without making it feel heavy, and a lot of the really moisturizing lines that you do get from brands can be quite heavy and they're more used for winter, but you need moisturized skin in the summer too, right? So this one was sent to me for that purpose. There are a lot of products, so I'm going to talk through them really quickly, and if you guys have any questions or would like more information about them, then please just let me know down below and I can do some dedicated reviews if you guys want them. So the first product is a foaming cleanser. This one is the Super Hyalon Foam Cleanser. This is huge. This is 300 mils and it's been living in my shower at the moment because it is a thick and foamy cleanser. I don't mind this one, but it does make my skin feel slightly dry. It is a little bit squeaky clean, so it feels slightly stripped. Not too much, but it's probably not one that I would purchase again because of this, but I am happy to use up the rest of the product. It does seem to clean my skin really thoroughly and I do like that. It foams up just a little bit, so it's not too stripping. I don't have any pH strips, but I will have a little Google and see if someone else has tested it. So it's one that I'd recommend so far if you just have normal to oily skin, but if you do have dry skin, I would not recommend this because I feel like it would be too much for your dry skin. The next product after washing my face are a few masks. And there's a few masks to go through. So the first one I'm going to talk about is a capsule mask. These ones are the Super Hyaluron capsule masks and they come in this really cool little sliding container here where you can just take them out of the top like that, which I think is really nice. It's a really nice convenient way to store the masks without feeling like they're going everywhere because packaging for the masks themselves is fairly small. They come in a little tear top container and you scoop the product out with your fingers. I feel like these are really nice masks. It does say that they have a mud kind of consistency, but I feel like it's almost like a gel. It's really pleasant though, and they do feel really nice on the face. It's very calming, very cooling, which is nice in the summer. I think that it left my skin feeling a little bit moisturized afterwards, but it wasn't like super amazing. It was fun to use and I'd probably use a few more of them, but maybe not ones that I would repurchase just because I feel like I don't use that many like liquid or non-sheet mask types of masks. But they are really fun to use nonetheless. The next one is another mask, which is definitely one of the very, very fun ones. This is the Super Hyalon Bubble Sparkling Booster, which is in a blue packet. So everything in the product line is either white or blue or a combination of both. And for this one it slides out the side, which again I think is really nice packaging because you can keep it in this nice square packaging. And they actually come in these foil packets. They come in the foil packets because they are an activated mask. I'm not sure what the actual activator in the mask is, but when you open them and when you start spreading them out, they start to bubble. So of course you wouldn't want it in a pot or anything like that because then the whole pot will probably start to bubble when you put your fingers in. So I do understand why they need this kind of packaging. The packaging is really easy to open, it's very convenient, you just tear the top and then you can squeeze the product out. And this is one of the bubbling masks. So I actually read the instructions because there are no English instructions on the back of the packaging. You can see the ingredients listed in English, which is really great, but I kind of just assumed that you left it on the skin for ages and just let it bubble. And apparently you're only supposed to leave it on for a minute to bubble. I didn't do that. I just left it on for like 25 minutes and it just continuously got bigger. Not so much that, you know, like, do you guys remember like that one girl who used, I think it was a grey one and her face turned into just a gigantic cloud. I think she just used so much product maybe, but it does get quite fun and bubbly. I do find, however, that you can't apply them too close to your mouth or to your nose. If you inhale it, it's not fun, and when they bubble, they tickle. So I need to learn to apply them a little bit less close to the orifices on my face, like my eyes, because I kept getting the bubbles in my eyelashes, which wasn't good either. However, this one was really fun to use and it did make my skin feel very clean and soft afterwards. It didn't feel stripped, it didn't feel super moisturizing, but it was definitely softer and cleaner after I used the mask, and I really liked that. It was very fun to use and it worked really well. I will say though, it is a pain in the butt to get off. So either you need to get in the shower and stick your whole head under, because it feels like mud after it bubbles. It's like a mud that you have to really, like, you need a lot of water to wash it off, so just be wary of that. Otherwise I did need to use like a face cloth to get everything off, and it did make the face cloths a little bit blue. That one in the Capsule Mask, just a little bit blue. Next up we have another set of masks. There's a lot of masks. These ones are eye patch masks, which I really like. I love eye patch masks. These ones I thought were really fun to use. Again, they are blue. They come in a container that looks a little bit like this. It matches the outside container. These ones are really hard to get into. Like, to actually tear this top, you have to use a lot of effort to do it. And I have to use like a towel to help me open it, but once they're on, they are really nice. I did find that mine tinted a bit, so they made a little sort of line like that over the top of my nose, because I do have a very tall nose bridge. So I just cut mine, so I just get like tiny little manicure scissors, close my eyes so I don't accidentally stab myself. I'm always very aware of that, yes, and just make a little cut right here so that it fits perfectly. I leave these on for like 10 to 20 minutes. Usually it's like after a shower when I'm waiting for the rest of my skincare to sort of settle in, and I'm getting dressed and things. They have a fabric on the outside, so they don't, if you touch anything to your eyes, like I put glasses on over the top of mine, you don't get everything really like moist or anything, but it does make my under eye area feel quite plump. It's not super moisturized feeling, like when I take the eye mask off it doesn't feel wet or anything like that, but it definitely looks nice and it looks plump. So these are ones that I'm going to continue to use up. There's only 5 in the packet, so I like those ones. There's another mask. I said that they gave me a lot. So this one is the 7 days mask. These ones are just a general moisturizing mask. So this is moisturizing, hydration, and vitality. What I like about this is that it comes in a Ziploc mask. So there are 7 masks inside the one package. I really like this because it is reducing waste from the actual product itself, which is really good. I really love sheet masks, but I really hate how much waste comes from them. So I'm really stoked that they come in this kind of thing. I found these ones pretty moisturizing. They do have hyaluronic acid in them, like a few different types of hyaluronic acid, being that this is the Hyaluron line, and I do feel like they moisturize my skin really nicely. So again, one that I would think about repurchasing too, because I really like how there are multiple masks inside one bag. It's a lot more eco-friendly. So after all of the masks and the cleansing, there is a Super Hyaluron skincare set. Now in this one, I haven't used everything technically because they gave me minis. So inside the set there is a big version of the Skin Booster and the Emulsion, and obviously there are some little holes because there was mini sizes of the booster and the Emulsion, as well as the cream, and then they have a cream separate here for me as well. So they gave me minis as well as the big sizes, and I actually chose to use the minis first, mostly because I just have a ridiculous amount of minis at the moment and I really want to make my way through those before getting into full-size products. Also because I have a tendency to try out lots of skincare and I want to make sure that I don't get stuck with really big sizes of things that I don't end up using, or I start using them and then I can't give them away to anybody else because I've already had my hands in them, if you know what I mean. So I decided to do the minis instead, and then for the skincare set I would like to give this away to someone in New Zealand. So if you live in New Zealand, please leave your name down below and a way to contact you. So the best way to contact you is probably via Instagram because the YouTube thing is not so good, and then I will pick a winner in a week. The minis match the full sizes as well, which is really cute. This one is a slightly hydrating toner. I feel like it didn't do a huge amount for my skin, and I wanted to look at the actual product description because again there is no product description to see what it is supposed to do. So this one is supposed to maximize the benefit and create supple and soft skin. The readily absorbing formula glides on and helps improve skin texture. So I don't think it really helped me to improve my skin's natural texture, but I do think that it was a nice slightly hydrating layer. It was good to put on the skin straight out of the shower, but I don't think it did as much as my normal toner would do, which is the Clear's moisturizing toner. I did like it, but not enough to break into the full size. The next one is the Emulsion. So again, there is a full size and then there is the little matching mini. So if you got the set, you would actually get like a set to have at home and then a set to take away with you, which I think is really handy. I just have an insane amount of testers that I need to get through. So this one is the Emulsion. It's like a really nice lightweight moisturizer or like a really heavy serum. I used it as my serum step, so I didn't include any other serums when using this one, and I really enjoyed it. It was lightweight, it absorbed really quickly, and it made my skin feel really super soft. So I really enjoyed the Emulsion with the cream. So the cream is actually in this little box here, which is sealed. I'm gonna assume that it's the same size and everything as everything else. But the cream is really lovely. It's got a really nice gel consistency with these like little blue balls that float around and then they get crushed when you apply the cream. I found that this cream had a really nice finish to it. It was moisturizing without being too much, but my skin still felt like healthily moisturized, if you know what I mean. So it didn't feel like dry moisture. There are some day creams that I have where you put them on and it feels moisturized just for like a moment. It's like a whisper of moisture and then it just becomes dry again, like they're too lightweight. And I often find that gel creams for me are too lightweight. This one was really nice. I think it's also because it was used in conjunction with the Emulsion as well, which I think did really help. I'm not super convinced on that skin booster, but I feel like the Emulsion and the cream of this worked so well together. So these ones I'm happily going to use up, but again, like I said, I will be giving away the main set to someone in New Zealand. So let me know if you would like to enter that. So I really enjoyed trying out this new skincare line from VT Cosmetics, and thank you so much to VT Cosmetics for sending these to me for review. If you guys would like me to talk a little bit more about any of the products, please let me know down below and I will do some dedicated reviews for you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!